You and my friends
Hey, what's happening guys? RDM800 here and welcome to part 17 of F1 Petrolheads F1 2014 career mode here in America for the American Grand Prix. Now, unfortunately Jake could not make it today, so I will be commentating for today's video. He should be back next week, however, so hopefully you guys, enjoy the video today, as I'm going to be taking the ropes, I guess, just for today's video. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. But we'll just skip ahead straight to the end of Q3 now, where we're going to set our first flying lap and last flying lap, I believe it will be for the session. So we've got to make this one count. And we've had a bit of a sloppy release out of turn 1, but hopefully we can gain the time back throughout this S's section, and it looks like we've gained a lot of time back through that section. So it looks very nice at the moment. And we'll just miss the apex just by the slightest margin there, and the front tires are getting very hot indeed. We're really working them at the moment, and as you can see, the other cars are in a train if you look at the mini-map. So hopefully this could be a better lap, as we're not fighting necessarily for track position, and we're just got a bit of clear air in front of us. Come around that last very tight left-hand corner, not a hairpin, but it was a very tight corner, and onto this back straight now, where we've got DRS advantage, and we can gain quite a lot of speed, in excess of 200 miles an hour down there. And we're going to take that next left-hander very cleanly, and a very nice run through there. We're 9/10ths down, unfortunately, on Lewis Hamilton at the moment, and that might be our lap. I'm not sure. The Mercedes do have quite a lot of pace around here, so hopefully we can get a nice run out of the remaining part of the track, remaining last sector. Coming around this triple right-handed now, we're keeping it very close to the apex and very much on the racing line through there. Front left tyre getting warm once again, and we're going to take that second last corner very nicely indeed. We could have maybe taken a bit more speed in that last corner. We just run out a little wide. I just missed the apex, but where are we going to qualify? And we've come across the line in 10th position. Maybe not the qualifying result we were after, but yeah, we're going to have to deal with that for the race. Lewis Hamilton on pole, and Sebastian Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo taking up second and third, and Nico Rosberg down in 5th or 6th. I can't really remember what he was starting in, but we're here for the race now at the Circuit of the Americas, and we've got a wet start. This could be a very interesting race indeed, as it's only 50% I believe. So hopefully we can get a good race going for us. And yeah, hopefully we don't fall too far behind the leading pack under these wet conditions today, of course, you know, with their traction. It's going to be a nightmare for us out there. And going through the setup in the background. And yeah, we have to start on these wet tires, as the rain is just absolutely coming down like nothing else I've ever seen before. But we'll check the teammate challenge there, and we are currently just ahead of our teammate Jenson Button, so we retain the seat in McLaren. We should be going into the first driver position for the next season, but we're going to head out to track now in these dreadful conditions. Hopefully we can make do with these conditions and maybe pull out, maybe a podium if we get a safety car. That would be very interesting to see if we do get a safety car indeed. But yeah, we'll have to see just what happens, and we're going to look for a very solid performance from ourselves today. And here we are on the grid. Lewis Hamilton on pole. We've got Sebastian Vettel in 2nd, teammate Jenson Button in 7th position, and ourselves in 10th. So we're about to get underway here at America, at the Circuit of the Americas here on the grid. Romain Grosjean in his Lotus starting behind us, and Valtteri Bottas ahead of us, 5 red lights. And we're off for the American Grand Prix, and it looks like we're getting not a great start at all, a pretty terrible start, to be honest. And that spray's absolutely coming up like nothing else I've seen on this game for a while. And we're going to dive down into the first corner, and we're going to get ourselves up in a 3rd place by the looks of things, and our Sebastian Vettel just ahead of us. Maybe we can get around the outside of him, but we've just hooked tyres. His front left and our front right. We've just hooked tyres as we try to make an overtaking move, and we're going to slightly cut the corner there. But very nicely indeed, we've gotten past him. We've got a warning for causing a collision, but that's alright. Now we're skipping all the way to lap 10. Nothing's really been too interesting at the moment. Lewis Hamilton, however, is 50 seconds ahead, and we've just made a little mistake on the curb, and that's absolutely, you know, we've absolutely gone after that. And maybe we could late brake and get back down the inside, and we've gotten back down the inside Kimi Räikkönen, but here's got the switch back on us. Maybe towards his next corner after this long straight, maybe we can get around on Sebastian Vettel within the slipstream, and maybe dive down the inside of him, Kimi Räikkönen, and maybe even Alonso. We'll see how just what happens, but we're going to do that, just dive down the inside, and we got Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel there, so not bad. And on lap 11 now, the conditions look like they're worsening because we're struggling to keep on the track, and Kimi Räikkönen has just gone down our outside through that triple right-hander. And the tyres are starting to go as well, so we're really going to have to watch our driving style at the moment. We don't want to drive too aggressive, otherwise we might end up not finishing this race. And lap 14 we're going to pit in, and it looks like the rain's eased off quite a bit, so I think we're going to switch to the intermediate tyres now. The rear tyres are absolutely wrecked on this car at the moment. But no, we're going to go for another set of wet tyres. And surely it's not going to be long till we're on some intermediates at this rate. The track is really drying up very quickly. But we're being held up in the pits. And it's now a 6.5 second stop. It's really cost us quite a bit of time. And we've lost out with quite a few positions in the pit lane as well. Not the pit stop we were hoping for. But we're really going to have to fight now to claim back some of these positions, and hopefully we could stay in the points. Yeah, so Sebastian Vettel is just ahead of us now. He's jumped us in the pits somehow, so yeah, it's a bit interesting to see. But on lap 18, the track's dry enough to switch to the inters, and we're going to give a warning for corner cutting on the pit entry there. So hopefully we just keep it clean the rest of the race, don't get a penalty, and then we should be all good for the rest of the race. But yeah, we're switching to inters, and as we go to the race director, everyone else who's just pitted in recently has switched to inters as well, so it's definitely the right time for it. And we're going to 5 second stop now because we were held up by who's that? Daniel Ricciardo, I believe, our rival in the championship, and he's held us up in the pit lane, so not the greatest stop for us, but maybe we can dive down the inside towards this first corner. Definitely going to have a look, and we're going to do it, but it's very aggressive. It's almost like a replay of the Verne overtaking Grosjean incident at America early this last season. And on lap 25, it's so dry, we can't stay on the inters much longer, and the sun's really come out, so we're going to go for a last sprint on the option tyres. Hopefully we can get a nice finishing position, and hopefully we can catch Daniel Ricciardo, because he won't switch off the inters now with just 3 laps to go in the race. So let's see if we can catch him and take 6th position. And coming out of the pit lane, no, we weren't held up at all that time, and we got a 3.8 second stop, not bad. And Ricciardo looks like he's gone through the S's now, just from what I can see on the mini map. So we're going to really have to push. But he won't have any good traction on this last couple laps. And on the end of lap 27, Lewis Hamilton has lapped us in the end. Very unfortunate, but we're going to end the race a lap early. We're finished in 7th place, again a couple positions, and Daniel Ricciardo in 11th after all. After all that effort, he's come home in 11th. Our teammate Jenson Button in 3rd place. And yeah, Felipe Massa finished just ahead of us. And Kimi Räikkönen, the only DNFer in the race. Everyone got lapped apart from 6th up, so that's quite surprising to see that happen. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. We're going to skip to the standings on the table in just a moment. Please do subscribe to F1 Petrolhead's channel, yeah, to Jake's channel, and to mine as well if you're interested. We'll really appreciate it. So yeah, hopefully you guys will do that for us. Make sure you like the video. We're in the table at the moment, and we're still in 4th place. And the only person we're fighting with at the moment is Ricciardo. Jenson Button's in 7th. And in the constructors, we are 3rd place. Pretty solid standing there. Maybe Ferrari to fight with for the constructors. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and favorite it as well. Jake will be back for next career mode, hopefully. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
the people say.